Hey FlossTube, welcome back to Flossmas. It's day 6. What?
6 days in a row.
What?
What? You look. What?
You look like I said something wrong, or you were laughing at
Well,
me.
at first I was like Flossmas, because I was thinking you always say welcome back to FlossTube or whatever.
Oh, I've been saying Flossmas for this.
I know. I get it. It just took me till day 6 to clue in. I don't know.
Well, yesterday you tried to say it, so we're really...
I know. Maybe I'm having some problems.
How was your day?
Monday. It was a Monday. I worked, and it was nonstop from the time I walked in to the time I walked out. It just busy. It's just busy time of year. Like it is this season. So I get it. And it's nothing bad. It's all good. People are just wanting to buy stuff. That's a good thing. It's just so busy. Just nonstop. It's a good problem. But it is, by the end of the day, you're just exhausted though. Like not as much physically as mentally. And then I stopped my mom from the grocery store or from work to stop to the grocery store and got some groceries for a few meals this week and some cutie oranges, some random stuff to, take for lunches and stuff like that. Had dinner and sat down and started stitching. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was good. I have a TikTok recipe we're going to try.
I saved that I have that I bought stuff for this week, so I want to know what yours are because I wonder if they're the same.
Well, so it has the frozen cheese tortellinis in it
and sun-dried tomatoes.
I forgot the sun-dried tomatoes. Do you have that recipe? Did I send that to you? I know I sent it to your dad.
You didn't send it to me, but I definitely saved it and have bought the stuff to make it.
With the chicken and the garlic and cream and... Anyway, I forgot the sun-dried tomatoes. And for some reason, when I was at the store, I was thinking it took sausage. And so I was trying to buy sausage. And then and they didn't have they only had the hot Italian sausage. They didn't have the mild, so I didn't buy any. And so I come home and I was talking to your dad. I'm like, okay, if you get off work early or first tomorrow, you stop at the store and get the sausage. If I get off first, I'll stop at the store and get the sausage, kind of thing for it to have dinner tomorrow. Because it seemed like a pretty fast weeknight dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, oh, well, we probably ought to look at the recipe and see if there's anything else I forgot. So he's sitting here and he's listening to the TikTok I had sent him while I was stitching. And he's like, and then they said chicken. I'm like, oh, yeah, a chicken in it, not sausage. Well, we have chicken in the freezer, so not a big deal. But then I realized I forgot the sun-dried tomatoes. So I got to stop and buy sun-dried tomatoes. But I think I have all the other ingredients. So,
what's really funny is obviously we have got the same TikTok video and both thought it sounded good and want to make it this week.
Right.
But on top of that, I was going to make zuppa, and Alex went to the store on Saturday and was buying sausage, and they didn't have mild. So he had to get hot sausage, which should be fine.
I've made it with the hot Italian sausage before, and
there's enough flavor that it's not a problem.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
But it's just funny that we had the same problem.
Right? And that we're wearing the same color again, kind of.
2 days in a row.
Yeah.
It's almost like one of us raised the other one.
It's weird. I wonder if Mom and Dad are having the Italian sausage. No, they're not. They are the Mom can't have sausage. There's too much sodium. Anyway, that's funny. So yeah, I have that recipe. Oh, your beef and bean enchilada recipe. A salad. And the Asian salad that I like to make. And then Oh, chicken enchilada soup.
Yum.
I was thinking of I need to do the lasagna soup one of these days too. It's cold, and that's all I could think of when I was at the store is I wanted like home bake, warm, good meals. But then I was like, oh, these are pretty heavy meals. I probably ought to throw a salad into the mix.
Well, that when it started getting cold, and I was like, I want soup. And Beehive Meals had their soup menu.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I want is soup. So we got that, and they were all really good soups. But then my kids are like, we don't like soup. And I'm like, you're my children. You have to like soup.
I love
Soup
soup.
is one of my favorite foods.
I love soup. And I did pick the chicken enchilada one because it's one I can put in the crock pot all day while I'm at work. So that's nice to do. How was your day? What did you do?
I woke up with a migraine. I'm pretty sure it was from wearing contacts yesterday. Because I went to the eye doctor before Thanksgiving and he gave me some different contacts to try because the other ones were irritating my eyes. And these ones also irritate my eyes. But last night, like, we were watching a show and I started feeling a headache. And I was like, I just need to go to bed. Like, my head hurts. So we went to bed and then woke up and I was just dying. I woke up long enough to turn off my light and put a pillow over my head and go back to sleep.
Not fun. Usually, if I have a headache, going to bed and sleeping it off is the cure for me. So that's where they woke up.
But then we have this. It's horribly hideous, but it's this black cap thing that's got like gel in it, and you keep it in the fridge, and then you put it on, and it's cooling, and it has like the gel, and it's like compressing, and it helps so much. But Alex brought me that and an Excedrin, and then I waited for about an hour and I was good to go.
So you have a cooling cap in your freezer, and I have cooling foot packs in my freezer that strap around my feet. So, from head to toe, we're covered.
So by that point, I got up and got ready and it was almost 1. And then I had plans to go up to Davis County today and get a bunch of errands done. So I got up to where Janalyn works by 2 and picked up some stuff from her and gave her some stuff. She bought some stocking stuffers for me. And then went to Kay's house to take her birthday present and ended up there for 3 hours.
I miss Kay. I haven't seen her forever.
So she's been sick, but she's recovering.
Right.
And so she hasn't been out and about or anything, and they just moved and they're still settling in their house. And she's just been busy, and then life going on with her family and stuff. And so I went in with the intention of, I made some cinnamon bread. I gave her a loaf of that and just had the intention of saying hi, giving her the bread and leaving. So I left my car running and we were standing in the doorway. And after about half an hour, her husband got home and he was excited to see me and was so nice and everything. And then he's like, do you want me to go turn your car off? And I was like, oh, yeah, if I'm going to be here longer, I guess that's probably a good idea. So he went and turned off my car and brought me my keys and sat and talked for 2.5 more hours.
That's nice. They are seriously the nicest people. I love them both. They've just been so sweet every time we've been with them, and her husband is just so kind, just the way she is. They're just
Said nice. Whenever we need to meet, we can go to her house and film so that we don't have to sit in the car.
That's nice of her.
She said she'll make us dinner.
Oh, that's really nice of her. I have 2 dogs in the background trying to wrestle and play, so that's fun.
I got home and had dinner and started wrapping Christmas presents.
No, I have not started wrapping. They're all hidden. I gotta start wrapping soon.
I don't need to get found, so I'm like, if I get them wrapped, nothing will be found.
True. I have some big news though.
Stitching news?
Maybe not. What would you think?
Well, I would hope.
Well,
you've been building up to all week is finally here.
It is. It's done. It's finally done. I haven't broken off the Q stamp, but it is done.
It looks so good.
What's it called? Santa's List. I should know that by now. Santa's List, Country Cottage Native Works. And I was able to come home tonight and finish the red along the bottom and the white on the presents. Abby just come and grab her dog. And she was like shushing at the door so that he would go with her because they're roughhousing. Anyway, so I was very excited. So this is completed. And now I can get it fully finished because I do have something. I actually have two things that I think it will fit on. I got to see which one I want to put it on the most. So anyway, I'm excited. It's complete.
That looks good. I'm excited to finish.
It was only 82 years, 9 weeks, 8 days in the making. That'd be 2 weeks and 1 day. But anyway, I'm exaggerating much.
I mean, if you've been working on it for 82 years, you look great.
Hey, thanks. The thing is when I first started it, I worked on it and had it like 80% of the way done. And then for some reason stopped, and I don't remember what that was. And if I would have ever just picked it up and actually sat for a chunk of time, like on a Sunday afternoon or something, and worked on it, I probably could have had it done that one afternoon. But like I've been able to work on it a half hour, 40-minute, like little bits here and there. And so it did take me a week, but it's done.
Congrats.
Thanks. I'm excited.
I worked just the tiniest bit on the Sunnyside sampler from the drawn thread. And it's the hashtag Sunnyside Sampler Sal. And all I did was the S and the U. Because 1/1 takes forever.
I was going to say it is 1/1, isn't it?
Yeah, so I just did the S and the U. Started on part 2.
Nice.
So, yeah, 1/1 takes forever.
I would think. I've never done 1/1 on like 36 count like that.
It's a labor of love. I know.
It looks amazing. Like when you showed it to me in person, it really does look awesome. But
it looks really good, but it takes forever. I think it was Emily that was working on it. That she just did all of the words across the top because she's like, I just need to get it over with. And she had those finished first thing at Stitch West. Wow. Because she was like done with the 1/1 before it even started.
Good for her though. Sometimes you have to do that. That's why I kind of feel sometimes with borders. I just want to have it done and have it match up and move on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it.
I'm just thinking about it now. We did have a couple questions in previous videos in comments. One person, I think it was in number 3, asked you what pajama company you work at.
Lazy One is the brand, and I'm happy I'm there.
They have great pajamas. Like even before you worked there. I mean, you worked there for a month. But even before you worked there, we've gotten Lazy One pajamas and stuff like for Christmas and for years, for everything. So they're good pajamas. I love them. They're comfy.
They last for years. They are good quality, which is great because for me being in customer service, having a quality item makes my job a lot better.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just so far been a great company to work for, and I'm there for the busy season. I'm there to stay, but I got hired on right to start the busy season. So I'm curious what the rest of the year will be like, because all I know is like this busy,
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
And then someone asked if I would share the cinnamon swirl bread. So I will put that in the comments, or not comments, description box.
And
it is an online.
When we try this chicken tortellini recipe, if it's good, we will also post it below on another video.
I'll probably put it in this one just because we talked about it, and if it sucks, then wait for our video in a few days and we'll update you. But it looked really good. I mean, we both saved it to make it, so that says something for it.
Yeah.
And then our book for December, if you want to join and haven't watched the last book club video, which is going up soon.
In time this? Maybe?
Yeah, probably. I just didn't have time to edit it and everything last night too. But our book for December is called The Christmas Murder Game by Alexandra Benedict, and the link for that will also be in the description.
And it's fun, like the front covers of it. There's like all the different rooms, kind of like Clue, like the murder mystery Clue.
It's got a map that looks like the Clue board game.
Yeah, and then on another page it has the family tree, so you can keep track of that while you're reading, because sometimes you need that, like in different books. You need to know how everybody's associated and stuff, and family and stuff.
Yeah, so I started it, but I'm only like 2 pages in because I fell asleep. So
you fell asleep?
Well, yeah. If you read when you're really tired, no matter how good the book is, your eyes just blink a little bit and then a little bit more, and then you're snoring and the book's still open on your phone and you're like, what's happening?
I must have not done a very good impersonation of Rachel Green saying, you fell asleep, because she did it to Ross when he fell asleep reading her letter that was 18 pages front and back. Yeah.
It's been a while.
You what?
It's been a little while since I've watched Friends. I think it was in my first apartment in Logan.
Probably.
So it's been 8 years.
I've watched it, and I've watched reruns, and then I've watched more reruns, and then I've watched more reruns. It's something I can have on in the background and not pay attention to, kind of a thing, like have it for noise. So anyway.
Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for helping us keep going, because, at this point, I feel like we can do it all month.
So far, we're doing really good.
I'm really proud of us.
I was really pushing to get done stitching on Santa's list so that I would be done for this video. So that's why I waited to say, when are we filming, until I had it pretty much done.
I wondered if that was the case, but I was right. I'm like, Alex, my mom hasn't said anything about filming tonight. And he's like, so are you doing it? And I'm like, I assume so.
Yeah, I had like 5 more stitches left when I texted you and said, when are we filming? So
that's why you didn't respond when I said I'm ready when you were.
Yeah, I was still going.
Okay. I'm on Instagram at JordanXStitch.
And I'm on Instagram as JamiXStitch.
And we will see you tomorrow, because we're doing good.
Awesome.
I feel like that's a big celebration that we've made it a week.
That will be good to make it a week straight.
Okay. Happy stitching, and see you tomorrow.
Bye.